It's over, Lex.
You say that a lot.
I'm done watching you hurt people. It's not going to happen again.
Wait, this isn't justice.
Justice is stopping him for good.
There he is. The god who finally admits what he is. I'm almost proud.
Patronize me all you want. The world will be better without you.
Can't just stand here and watch.
Stay away, Diana. I'm done holding back.
Fine. Be what they fear you are. Prove me right. But can I ask you one final question?
Fine, make it quick.
Why are you so strong? I mean, I know that you're a superhero, but why are you so much stronger than every other superhero?
I'm a Kryptonian, Lex. I'm from a different planet. One without people like you.
Yes, I'm a jerk. But where exactly are you getting your power from?
The sun!
Okay, that explains it. Well, go on ahead then, Superman. Laser my brains out.
I intend to.
Oh, just one more thing. Are you a plant?
What?
Well, it's just that plants get their energy from the sun too, so it kind of seems like you're a plant.
Lex, I'm not a plant.
That sounds something like a plant would say.
Do I look green to you?
Let's not turn this into a chlorophyll hate crime, big guy.
Okay, if you must know, my home planet had a red sun, but this planet has a yellow sun, and that's why I have my powers.
Say no more, champ. End my miserable existence.
I intend to.
You know that doesn't make sense though, right?
Stop talking.
Superman, if you're going to do it, do it.
I intend to. Why doesn't that make sense?
What are you doing?
I need to know why that doesn't make sense.
Well, the color of a star doesn't magically give you a bunch of energy. The color really just tells you the star's surface temperature. The total energy you receive depends on distance and luminosity. If you stand at a distance where the power per area is the same, then you would feel no difference.
Well, yeah, if I was floating right beside the sun, then obviously I'd get way more energy. But the color makes a difference too.
That man told us that light is made out of photons, and the color of a photon determines its energy.
That's right.
But he also told me that tax evasion isn't a crime, and that relationships are for poor people, so I don't really know what to think.
Hate to admit it, but he's batting 1,000 there.
Nice pun.
Thank you, man who was going to kill me 30 seconds ago. Light is made out of tiny particles called photons. The energy of a photon is equal to Planck's constant times the speed of light divided by the photon's wavelength.
The photon's wavelength? I thought a photon was a particle. How can it have a wavelength?
Because of a little thing called wave-particle duality, my dear. Everything behaves as both a wave and a particle. Usually the wave part is too tiny to notice, but at the small scales of a photon, it dominates.
Well, that just sounds like magic.
It's physics, not magic. But I understand why you'd confuse the two.
Did he just call me stupid?
No, he called you my dear.
Yellow light has a wavelength of around 580 nanometers, so we can insert that along with the values of the speed of light and Planck's constant into our previous formula to calculate that a photon of yellow light has an energy of 3.43 times 10 to the minus 19 joules. Red light's wavelength is approximately 700 nanometers, and doing the same thing, we work out that a photon of red light has an energy of 2.84 times 10 to the minus 19 joules. So a yellow photon has around 20% more energy than a red photon.
Way to prove my point, Lex. Yellow light has more energy than red light, so that's why a yellow sun powers me more than a red sun.
But that's the thing, it only has 20% more than red light. So how can you just be a totally normal guy under a red sun, but the strongest superhero that ever existed under a yellow sun?
I'd like to point out that I'm almost as strong as Superman.
Okay.
And also that I'm immortal.
Wonder Woman, this isn't a competition.
That's something a plant would say.
That wasn't even funny the first time, so why
Plants
would you
be like, I need water! Give me water!
That's true, that's scientifically accurate and true.
Hey, you like the Justice League cartoon, right? What about Batman, Avatar? They're good, right? Have you ever noticed when you travel abroad, some of your favorite shows just disappear? Like half your apps just stop working. Proton VPN can fix that. It's a VPN with an awesome name, and they have over 15,000 servers in 120 countries, so you can easily watch geo-restricted Netflix content, or you can watch content from other streaming services. You'd be surprised at how many shows are hidden from you just because of your location. It's real fast too. They have a VPN accelerator to increase your connection speeds by up to 400%. Did I mention it's safe? Like, sure, they offer the same privacy that you'd expect from a VPN, but since they're based in Switzerland, there's a no logs policy. They support lots of different devices: Mac, Windows, Apple, Android, even smart TVs. One click and you're connected. It's simple. Proton VPN really is a home when you need to feel at home. So check out my link below to get an exclusive offer. Thanks to Proton VPN for sponsoring the video.
So we agree that a yellow sun makes sense then?
I'm afraid not. A radiance is the power a surface receives per unit area. In this case, you're the surface and our sun is the power source. You have like, what, 2 square meters of surface area? If we're generous and set the sun's irradiance to 1,000 watts per square meter and assume you have a perfect conversion factor, then the total amount of power you receive is only 2 kilowatts. That's the same as a hairdryer, Superman. A hairdryer. That thing that dries your perfect, immovable hair.
I'm surprised you knew that.
Batman's not the only smart guy around here.
No, because you're bald.
I dislike talking to you. Lex, I'm stronger than a hairdryer. If your power just comes from the sun, then you shouldn't be. And 2 kilowatts is the upper limit of the power you can receive. This assumes you absorb all of the sunlight, but it should be much lower. Plants only absorb a few percent.
Yeah, well, I don't have to use that power immediately. I store it and call upon it when needed. That's why I have so much of it.
What you're describing is a battery, and no battery can do what you do. Also, due to thermodynamics, no battery is 100% efficient. So where's the waste heat, Superman?
I don't produce waste heat.
Then why isn't the temperature of your body increasing? Your skin conducts heat, right? If you have insane levels of solar energy resting within you, then why are you the same temperature as everyone else? You're breaking the laws of thermodynamics.
Maybe yellow sunlight initiates some sort of process in his body.
Wonder Woman, why are you helping him?
Because if you're breaking the laws of thermodynamics, then I'll have to arrest you.
They're not real laws. They're just some science garbage.
Sorry, Clark, but I can't take a chance.
It could be possible for sunlight to initiate a type of nuclear process in his cells, meaning his energy would come from mass, not the sun's watts on his skin.
Did I just explain Superman's powers?
I'm so happy I could kiss you.
Me or her?
What?
I'm not sure which answer is worse.
Probably yours, because if sunlight was initiating a nuclear process in Superman's skin cells, then he'd be radioactive. And also his mass would decrease, greatly diminishing the size of his chunky frame.
Lex, I'm not chunky.
You are a little chunky.
I'm bulking for summer.
Superman's summer's over.
Bitch, when you can fly around the world, it's always summer.
Who knew fast food was his weakness?
Actually, kryptonite is his weakness, but I must ask why. Why does a rock from a different planet completely immobilize you?
They're not rocks, they're minerals.
I apologize.
And it's not just from any planet. It's from my home planet of Krypton.
Okay, but a rock's origin doesn't give it magical powers. Granite from Mars doesn't poison Martians.
Wonder Woman, add that to my Martian Manhunter contingency plans.
You're what?
Batman's got contingency plans for all of us. Superman and I aren't smarter than him alone, but together, we might be. So we're making our own plans.
Can you tell me some?
Well, I really shouldn't. But Superman's probably going to execute you after this, so I guess it's okay.
That's true, I am.
For Flash, we're going to make him eat a really big sandwich. Like a really big one. Like so big that he'll choke on it.
What if he just eats it in small bites?
That's the genius part. We're going to dare him to eat it in one bite.
Okay.
For Hot Girl, we're going to lock her in a KFC and wait for a few hours to see what happens.
No, tell him the good one.
For Aquaman, we're going to give him a mobile phone low on battery and ask him to recharge it.
No, the good one.
I proposed Green Lantern, and he has to wear a wedding ring instead of his power ring.
You know what? Forget it. I don't want to know. Anyway, kryptonite makes you weak, Superman, but why? If it's because of radiation, then humans would suffer too. If it can weaken a superhuman, then why not a regular human?
Well, that's the funny thing, Lex. You have cancer.
Excuse me?
That little green rock you keep in your pocket because of me? Yeah, turns out it affects humans too. It just takes longer. Enjoy your cancer.
You think that scares me? I'll simply buy cancer and subjugate it to my will.
I love it when he does that.
Also, the fact it's glowing actually means it should be getting weaker. It's clearly dumping energy into the environment as light and heat, which brings us to the astrophysical problem. Why is it so abundant and long-lived?
Well, kryptonite are just tiny pieces of Krypton. And Krypton was a pretty big planet, Lex, so of course there's loads of it.
Yes, but Krypton's destruction would scatter kryptonite throughout the galaxy, not gently mail it to Earth. Yet conveniently enough, we keep finding it here. So much so that Batman and I made our own TV show.
What?
Yes, keeping up with the kryptonites. The red one has anger issues, the black one has schizophrenia, the pink one's a slut. Has he never mentioned this before?
Stop referencing old videos, Lex.
Well, sorry for wanting to discuss my extremely successful side gig. Anyway, if kryptonite is radioactive and has a short half-life, then it should decay over a few decades. If it has a long half-life, then it should be weaker. Like that's just another way of saying there are fewer radioactive decays per unit time. You say it's both strong and long-lived? That doesn't make any sense, Superman.
I'm not pretending to be some sort of kryptonite expert, all right? All I know is that when I'm exposed to the stuff, it drains my energy.
Which energy? Your stored solar energy? Then where does it go? Is it being emitted as heat radiation? You're breaking the laws of thermodynamics again!
Stop committing crime, Superman!
We can estimate how much energy the kryptonite drains from you. If we model your energy as exponentially decaying, then we get an expression for drained power by simply differentiating energy with respect to... What's wrong?
Differentiating? Is that calculus?
Well, yes, I need to differentiate energy with respect to time to get...
Stop! Make it stop!
Even at his most cruel, Batman never made us endure calculus. Come on, guys, it's literally one line. If you let me explain it, then...
Vaporize us and be done with it!
Okay, fine. I guess we're not going to talk about this slide, then. Not like I put a whole bunch of work into it or anything.
You okay, Diana?
Straight up chillin'.
Superman, may I discuss your X-ray vision?
You may.
Okay, well, I'm not really sure why you have that power. I mean, you're from a different planet, sure, but your planet had a sun, so your species would have evolved eyes to see its light. And light has a defined place in the electromagnetic spectrum. X-rays also have a defined place. Their wavelength is much smaller than light, so why can your eyes emit them?
Lex, I'm gonna be totally honest. I tuned out like 3 minutes ago. I'm just here for the jokes at this point.
You have eyes! We have eyes! Eyes detect light. Eyes don't emit X-rays.
Oh, that's simple. I come from a different planet.
Lord, give me strength. Okay, fine. Let's just accept that you can shoot X-rays from your eyes and somehow receive information on what comes out at the far side. You know that's dangerous, right? Like that in and of itself is an attack. You know that, right?
Hey, Wonder Woman, guess who just got a new killer move?
All I have is a lasso.
To be fair, it's a very nice lasso.
Yeah, I know.
Like, let's actually think about this. X-rays are ionized. They break chemical bonds and damage DNA. If you scan a room with them, you're performing a radiology scan on everyone in the beam path. And it's even worse if you want to see something through a wall. The thicker the wall, the more intense the beam must be, which means anyone closer than your target gets an even bigger dose.
Always make sure that the dose is just the right amount.
But it can't be just the right amount if the target's behind a wall. It might be just the right amount for the target, but it's going to be more than just the right amount for anyone closer to you.
I feel like we're saying the same thing here, right?
Just look at this equation, all right? It shows how the intensity of your X-ray beam drops off with the wall's thickness. The exponential is brutal. Only a small fraction of the X-rays make it through the wall. If the wall is 20 centimeters thick, then only 1.8% of the beam makes it through, so you have to crank up the intensity to see someone on the far side. Here's a picture showcasing what would happen to someone unlucky enough to walk past your gaze while you're doing this.
Lex, this drawing is bad.
Tell me something I don't know.
Did you know that gold atomic symbol comes from the Latin word for glow?
Wow, really?
Yeah, gold has an atomic symbol of AU. You probably think it should be G, but it comes from aurum, which literally means shining dawn.
You really are a wonder of a woman.
I've literally heard that line thousands of times, but thanks.
You made me obese, and you destroyed the world.
What?
Remember when Lois died back in 1978? Well, I do. You couldn't live with your failure, so what did you do? Turned back time by flying around Earth so fast that it reversed its spin.
Superman, is this true?
Yes, I did whatever it took to save the woman I love. So what?
That's apocalyptic, Superman. Everything on Earth moves eastward since the planet is rotating. To make the ground turn the other way, you have to steal all of the planet's angular momentum and then give it back in the opposite direction. Even if you ignore the time traveling, you still run into horrible consequences.
Nothing more horrible than what you've done.
Oh, I beg to differ. Our atmosphere isn't bolted to the ground. If the crust was forced to break hard, the air would still keep moving at over 1,000 miles per hour. Everything on Earth would feel that since we're no longer moving alongside the air. There's a massive relative velocity between us now. The air would become a supersonic wind that rips buildings apart, peels forests, drives debris everywhere like shrapnel, causes tsunamis.
I didn't do any of that.
And the crust isn't just one big shell. It's a jigsaw of plates. Slamming the rotational rate down in a few minutes causes those plates to slam into each other and ring the whole planet like a bell. You get multiple earthquakes in places that haven't ruptured in centuries. Volcanoes erupting.
How could you do this?
I didn't. Well, I did, but none of that happened.
All of our infrastructure assumes a spinning Earth. Navigation, satellites, stop Earth, and communications fall everywhere. Exactly when you need them most. You've traded one tragedy for a global one. Bringing Lois back puts the whole planet in danger.
I disagree with everything you've said.
Your opinion is irrelevant. Rotational kinetic energy is equal to 1/2 times Earth's moment of inertia and angular speed squared. Earth's moment of inertia is approximately 1/3 its mass and radius squared. There are 2 pi radians in a circle, so its angular speed is just that, divided by the number of seconds in a day. If we plug in all those numbers, we calculate Earth's rotational kinetic energy to be 2.1 times 10 to the 29 joules. To stop Earth and reverse its rotation, you need to double that. You're causing 100 trillion megaton nukes worth of damage.
That's wrong.
It's not wrong. I did the math. 100 trillion megaton nukes, Superman, for one woman. You're a threat to humanity.
Why didn't you tell us this?
The movie was a massive success. I thought you already knew.
Oh, Gaia, hear my cry. Protect us from this alien invader. Tear him asunder from your sweet bosom.
You're a danger to us all.
You're not actually buying this, right?
He's calling my name.
He's calling to Gaia.
It's close enough.
Don't let him kill me.
Move out of the way, Diana.
No! You're too powerful, too reckless.
I'm too weak.
He's too dangerous to be kept alive.
Please, don't.
Earth needs him.
Please, don't.
Ow, quit it, Wonder Woman. Quit it. Ow, that hurts. Give me the bruise. Wonder Woman, stop. Seriously, stop. Ow, ow, it's my cape. Ow, ow. I'm telling Batman.
Time for me to get out of here.
Seriously, stop. Ow, ow, ow.